Welcome to Sehtar. My name is Venkdesh. I'm an author and a therapist. So, we have been looking into career planning, and in this series, today we are going to look into a very important thing. This is part 5 of career planning, and today in this episode, we are looking into the power of communications. Your career, and in fact, your whole life will depend on how you communicate. Communication is the key thing, the most important and a very fundamental thing upon which your entire career will depend on. Communication is the key to success. Communication is the way of expression of yourself. Bob Proctor famously said, "Your soul is constantly seeking expansion and expression." We all as human beings, we want to grow. Life is all about progress. Life is all about growth. And progress or growth depends on communication. Unless and until you are able to clearly express what you want, what you need, what you are up to, and whatever you are doing, everything else will depend upon them. And so that's the key thing. And unless and until you are able to do that nicely, effectively, everything else is dependent upon that. There is no other thing which is as important as communication. So unless you are able to do that well, nothing else will be really working in your favor to the extent that you want. And therefore, it is really important to plan and work on your communications. So when it comes to career planning and what you can do and how you can evolve and grow in your career, the number one thing that you will want to decide is whatever you set out to do or achieve, you're going to interact with someone else. And those people who become involved in your life and your career will play a fundamental key role. Many of them could be even lifelong relationships and can span many decades. Some of the most successful leaders have been through many tough times, and even those times in which there are tough moments, some people will stay with you and some people may go away. Now, whoever is going to stay with you, they'll be able to understand and they'll be able to support you if and only if you are able to really communicate what you've been going through and what you want to do. So through good times and bad times, the only way you can express yourself and tell to this world what you're up to, and if you really want to grow further, then there will be people who look up to you. So the more you grow in your career, you'll be seen as a leader, and as a leader, inevitably you will have a lot of people who follow you, and those people, friends and followers, will look up to you, and you will have to inspire and motivate them, all of which is dependent on your communications. You see, communication can make or break your career. There is no other better way to put it. It's so important. And when you communicate, there are a number of things you'll need to take into consideration. And one of the first thing is to be authentic, to be genuine, to speak from your heart. And that's the way you speak for success. Because the one thing that will glue people together is how well you are able to relate to them. And that relationship is always built upon trust. So the first and foremost, the power of your communication is primarily driven by trust. The second most important thing is how clear and specific you are, because clarity is critical, and that's the only way people can really, truly, fully understand you. So if you're not clear, if you're very confused, then even people will get confused, and therefore it is very, very important to be very clear. Clarity is critical. The second one is clarity. The third one is timing. So whatever you say and whatever you do, it all depends on that moment. What is the context? So you will have to explain and tell people and help them understand what is the relevance and why that is relevant now in this moment. So what do they have to do now? What do they have to do in future? And are you giving an update about what they have done in the past? All of these three things, how well they come together, will play an important role in almost all of your communications. So having spoken about trust and clarity and timing, these three are the most important stuff when it comes to really powerful communication, influential communication, communication that has impact, communication that can be inspiration, a source of motivation for people. So having said all of these things, there is one another very, very important thing that kind of binds them all together, and that is congruence. Congruence is something that people will innately understand and they look for, but they may not be expressly open about it. Congruence is how well your actions speak for themselves, and what you speak is how well aligned to your actions. What you say and what you do, it's very simple. They have to be aligned together. That is congruence. So congruence will clearly play a very, very important vital role and can really help you earn a place in people's hearts and minds. That place is the most difficult to earn. Everything else, money you can earn, other assets you can buy, but a place in people's hearts, that is not something you buy so easily, that is not something you get easily. And to really get that place and to really stay there for a long period of time, that is possible with congruence. So if only you have congruence in all that you're doing, you can have a place in people's hearts and minds. Speaking to the head and appealing to the rational side is very, very important and is part of the transactional side of things. But from a relationship point of view, and how well you can actually relate to people and get a place and stay in that place for a longer term, to have that real bonding with people, that will be dependent on trust, and therefore it will be dependent on congruence. So if you could align all of these things, like what you say and what you do, and make sure you have the correct context and do it with the real purpose and meaning, yet at the right time, so the right time, the right place, the right way, and using the right words, that's the way to go. And you can have everything else automatically fall into place for you if you could do all of these things right. Now the most important thing is not only what you do, doing the right thing is the one thing, but doing the right thing for the right reason. There lies the secret of success. So doing the right thing for the right reason is the right way to go and is the way for progress. That's the way for success, and that's the way for happiness as well. So if you could align what you say and what you do and have clarity in what you do and build that and nurture that relationship, that trust, and have congruence and making sure that people can understand the real context of what you say and what you do, and if you can really articulate that in a nice way with the better vocabulary, the words that you choose with positive tone and optimism, that's the way to go. You can have it. You can have your success. You can have your happiness. You can be successful in your career and enjoy happiness in your life. Go ahead, gear up for success and victory with the power of communication. And you can blossom in your career. You can grow in your career. You can express yourself in your career. You can evolve yourself in your career. And career planning and career progress is possible by leveraging the power of communications. So go ahead and do that. Enjoy the power of words, enjoy the power of communication, and enjoy a wonderful, fantastic career. It is possible. You can make it happen. Wishing you a very healthy, wealthy, and happy life. If you like this video, go ahead and give it a thumbs up. Share with your friends and family and your loved ones. And subscribe to our channel to enjoy wonderful content about making progress in your career and enjoying success and happiness in your life. Subscribe to our channel if you haven't yet done so. Wishing you all the very best and see you in another episode. All the best.